Good morning, friends. South Texas Prepper here. Today's Tuesday, March the 31st, 2026. So, first of all, guys, it's very apparent that a lot of people have woken up to realize that, we're living in I don't know how to call it, a very, very demonic, very evil system. And, we're just cogs. I started this channel about maybe like 5 years ago, right after COVID, when COVID started happening, and as a prepper channel, which obviously South Texas Prepper, right? But while people were preparing for some kind of invasion or societal collapse. The reason that I started to prep was because I had woken up to what the system that we lived in. Maritime Admiralty law, commercial law, all those things had hijacked how can I say it? The kind of like the natural way of doing things, right? Almost like, you can kind of compare it to the Amish, the way they live their life, the way they provide for themselves, their food, their water, the way they build things. That should have been really how we all worked. And so when I learned all these things, like around late 2011, it was December of 2011 when I consider myself waking up, and the first thing that really caught my attention was the money, the way the fractional reserve banking, the way that the banks and the corporations basically get money printed. The Federal Reserve prints money and basically loans it to them, interest free, things like that. And so I woke up, I started learning the money, how it really worked, and I guess you could say I was a prepper, but not really. I really wasn't stocking up on a lot of things. I just kind of knew that if I saw a signal, right? If I saw some kind of event, I knew that was the kickoff. That was kind of like the way I was playing it. And what happened was, right before COVID started kicking off, our economy started to tank, kind of, right? And what did it for me, my friends, was the reverse repo in 2019, which was like around September 2019. And I'm saying all this because what's going on right now, which is making people wake up, is the financial dilemma that we're going through. The inflation, food's going up, our pay's not going up at work, housing is up, everything's up, and it almost seems arbitrary the way the prices are going up. No rhyme or reason to it. And yes, you can say like what's going on in Iran with the Strait of Hormuz and the oil, but look at all the years before where oil flowed freely, right? The prices didn't go down like below $2 or $1 a gallon. They've always just stayed up. If it got to like $2 or close to $2, man, that was amazing. You know what I'm saying? So my point is, my friends, is that what made me wake up all those years ago, a lot of people are like getting the blindfold ripped from their eyes and seeing not only that our financial system is rigged to benefit the elites, right? The corporations, the military industrial complex, pharmaceutical industrial complex, medical industrial complex, all these big institutions that run our lives, right? The media, but but that those people are degenerates, and they're evil. Pedophilia, child trafficking, organ harvesting, all these things, they're basically like apex predators, and we're their prey. And so a lot of people are waking up and they're shocked by it. And the thing is, it's good to wake up, but then now what? What do we do? What do we do about it? The first thing I would do, guys, is the basics, right? Make sure that in case. So here, okay, before I say that, so I stocked up a lot of food, guys, over the years, from beginning right before COVID. Like I was saying, the financial crisis is what kind of kicked it in gear right before COVID. COVID came around, you started hearing about it late winter, early spring of 2020, right? 2019 into 2020, you started hearing the stories from China, especially Italy, how they were locking people down. Here in my city of San Antonio, we had an airplane full of people that had COVID, and they actually let those people off at the airport, and they put them in a hotel or something. And I remember thinking, you're supposed to quarantine that plane, right? So forgive me for going all over the place, but these things were contrived crises, right, in order to bring about laws, to control us, in order to bring in the laws that they wanted, whether we liked it or not. And so a lot of people, they called BS on all that COVID stuff. I mean, I was one of them. Didn't wear a mask, didn't take the vaccines and none of that stuff. This thing with the oil, with the food, there's gonna always be food. It's just the price is just gonna keep going up. And another thing I want to mention, guys, this is just my personal observation, but I believe that how they do it with the pharmaceuticals to keep us, to keep people sick, to keep people kind of like addicted to those pharmaceutical drugs. And if you get off, you'll start getting sick, you'll start feeling the effects. I believe that they're starting to do it now with the vitamins and supplements and all that. I feel like they're starting to do that now with that. I think they realized a lot of people were waking up, trying to get healthy, trying to get away from pharmaceutical prescribed medication. And I believe that they kind of like snuck their way into that, and they're getting us like that. I think that the best thing is to eat right, because if you eat right, your mind is clearer, and you kind of start waking up to what you can do. And what can you do, guys? I mean, I for my situation, I'm stuck in the system, right? I mean, we can talk about getting off grid and stuff like that. Like, okay, but you still need money to do all that. You still need to buy land or whatever. And how do you do that? Well, you got to be in the system. So my suggestion is, this system there's money all over the place. It's in the ether, literally. They printed up all this money, and you got to go in there and just take advantage of what you can and stock up on food, stock up on your necessities, whatever, and just kind of like hunker down and ride it out. I just wanted to make another video. It's been a while. I just wanted to talk to y'all, because it's kind of like we've come full circle, at least for me. I woke up because of I realized the financial system, and I started prepping because the financial system was a collapse of the financial system, or it going out of whack. Well, what was gonna be the danger? Okay, so Anyway, guys, I'm gonna make more videos. The time has come for me to start making videos again, more regular. So anyway, take care of each other and love each other out there, because that's what we're here for. God bless.